Hi everyone, welcome to day 3. So today we have an optional full body burner. Hey Bailey. I'm hoping he's good. Anyway, we've got a full body burner. So I call this our push day, so it's our hardest day of the week, the hardest workout. Now, if you don't want to do that, you're just joining us for day 3 for your normal 10 to 20 minute video. We're doing core, that is last, so that's the finisher. So that will be at about 1:45, 10:45. So the only bits of equipment you need are a chair, which we're just going to use in the first round, which is lower body. That is all you need, other than that and an optional dog. We will get going with a warm-up. We've got people, okay. Get my timer going on my watch. Right, we're going to start today with a walkout. So you're going to walk out to your tall plank and then back up to your toes. And then just try and start with the alternate hand. Easier said than done in terms of actually trying to remember which hand it was that you started with. Good, keep that going. So it's just waking up, mobilizing. One more. And then the next time you're out in tall plank, we're going to do our shoulder tap. So good, strong, tall plank position, opposite hand to shoulder. You can always just come onto your knees for now. No problem. I say for now, but that's also any time you like. Good. Trying to keep your hips really still. Core is engaged. And then we're going for hip dips. So we're all on our toes. Hips come down. Look towards your toes. So we're nice and slow here. Really feeling that stretch and opening. Over to the other side. Toes. And then engage your core in the center before you go up again. Just going to do this a few times each side. This really is still too much for you. Just come to your knees. Same thing. Make sure you're pausing. Hey, Bailey. Okay. Last one. And then come to downward facing dog. Okay. Baby, let's go on my top. Downward facing dog. So bum is up. Really push down through your heels. You can alternate pushing through one heel, then the other. Really strong in the hands. Then step 1 foot up, doesn't matter which. Open up through the chest. So feel that stretch. Back to downward facing dog. And then the other side. Now if that is a couple of steps, that's good. Perhaps he patted my head so he wouldn't pull it, and he's still done it. He's still done it? That's not good grammar, is it? He still did it. Oh. Good. Last one. So just make sure you're even. If that means you have to do two. And then walk back to your hands. Try and walk back to your feet. Try to keep your feet still. Okay. Squat and reach. So squat down, reach up. So feet just about shoulder width apart. Hips and back first. Squat down, reach up. So still getting an opening and a stretch through the shoulders. I worked my abs yesterday, so I'm getting a good stretch through the core. You can go up onto your toes if you feel ready. Just make sure that your ankles stay in line. 2 more. Last one. Okay, we're now going to come to a sort of star shape. Yeah. You're going to reach to your hand to opposite toes, come to center, over to the other side. So if you need to, you can bend your knees as generously as you need. Not try and keep them straight. Ooh. Sam is joining us in the corner today. It's been a while since he's worked out with me, which people think is probably mad because he's married to a personal trainer. But he's been doing strength programs. He's been cheating on me with another person. One more. He's got no right replies because you can't see him. Reverse lunge. Twist. So you're twisting towards that front bent leg and change. So we're still working on all of the foundations we've been working on since Day one. I mean, we're in on day 3, but it's flying by already. We're going to do one more. And then just come to center. We're just going to do our side pushes. So you're rotating through the upper body, really pushing out with the heel of the palm, then over to the other side. Doing many of these before we start on our first group. So we're working the lower body first. We have 6 exercises. We're doing them for the first round, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds rest. Right, I will pause our timer. So you need your chair. If you don't have a chair, don't worry, you don't. It's just an option. So first time through, just giving us a longer rest so that I can demo the next exercise. We then get a longer rest before we go through them again. So we are doing first an open stance lunge. So if I can just move you, baby, just move you over. Okay. So I'm going to do it one way, but then the other. So you're coming, so heel is in line with the other heel, but toes are pointing out. So sort of like a 90-degree angle. But you're going to come up onto the back toes. And we're pulsing here. So 5 seconds and we're off. We're just doing one leg at a time. So make sure heels are in line, up on the toes, off we go. So we're pulsing down here, just to get that activation first. Then bring the toes in, heel in, off we go back. 2 pulses, in, 2 pulses, in. There you go, you've got it. You can do whatever you like with your arms, just make sure your upper body is tall. Now we're going for 3 pulses. In we go. So try and keep your weight in the center. Now 4, nearly there. And rest. So same thing on the other side. So make sure you're setting yourself up. I'll come side on this time. So you've still got 5 seconds. We're going to start in that pulse position. We're lifting up through the pelvic floor, nice and tight. Off we go. Up on the back toes. And make sure you're kind of creating that 90-degree angle. Just feel that front leg. Also getting work through the calf and then the inner thigh. Now we come in, come back for a pulse. In. 2 pulses. Good. Upper body's really tall. And make sure your front knee is still pointing forward. I'm going to stick with the 2 pulse for this one. And rest. Okay, so you need your chair. So we're going to start here. Then you're going to step up to your chair. Knee comes down, knee goes down. Off you go. So step up, drive the knee up, down, knee down. Up, knee. Good. So obviously the higher the chair, the more challenging that is. I realise my head goes out short. Knee comes down, so this is our finishing position. Make sure you feel balanced. You can always grab the front of your chair. You can get rid of the lift at the top. Move as quickly as you would like. Ooh. Challenging our balance today with some of these. And rest. So it's the opposite side. So the leg that wasn't driving up at the top is the one that's down. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Good, keep looking at something to help with the balance. So if you've not got a chair, sorry, as we said before, it's going to come down, drive the knee up. He's slowly wiggling his way towards me. I've ended up changing legs here. Oh, very confusing. Human moment, everyone. We've gone back to the other side, but we're only for 5. Rest. Okay, so if you need to, you can bring your chair somewhere that you can hold on to it. We're doing a figure 4. So first, go back to that sort of 4 shape, lift your knee and cross. So 4, then you're going to lean back and you're lifting that knee up. So I'll come side on for you. So the more you lean forward, the more you're going to feel it in your standing leg. And it's a really small pulse. Knee is nice and high. Good. Now, to challenge your balance, you don't hold on to anything. The higher it is you pulse, you can always come in, then come out for a pulse. That's really going to challenge your balance. If you want that glute burn, you're just going to stay here. Keep it going 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. So you know we're going straight for the other side. So first, come to your 4 position. So your legs cross behind the knee. Then you lean out. Make sure your front toes point forward. 3, 2, 1. Lean forward. That standing leg is straight, but not locked. So it's still got a soft bend in it. So I bring hands to the waistline. Just find it's easier to balance there. Now, so make sure that your leg is nice and high, that back leg. So you should also feel it in your hips, so your waist. It's the start of the outside of your glute, so glute med. 10 seconds. And we use your chair if you feel wobbly. Take the land is wobbly. And rest. Okay, good. Grab a drink. We've got a longer rest before we go through one of those again. Baby's having a good old chew on his dinosaur. Someone was just telling me that on the chair get-ups, his head is at the corner of the door. You can do it on the floor then, you don't need a chair. So we've got 45 seconds. So we start with that open stance lunge. A nice long rest. Hope you guys are all feeling good today. So I've been really enjoying this weather. It's like the perfect crisp winter days. I've been outside all the time working and it's just been great. I'm so lucky with the weather that I'm just not complaining. Right, start thinking about getting yourself ready to go. 20 seconds. So creating that right angle. Now this time, try and pay attention to the front leg. Make sure that your knees are sort of tracking your second toe. So I don't really know what that second toe is called. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. You're up on the back toes. We're pulsing the whole time this time. So it's tracking there and it's not extending too far past your toes. So if you're finding that, just bring your back leg out a little bit more. Upper body is tall. You're going to be feeling that in both quads. 30 seconds. Woo. Try not to grip through your toes. So I'm starting to do that because it's getting painful. Like super gripping through my front toes. 15 seconds. Ooh. 10. Keep it going. Upper body's tall. Zan, bring your upper body up. 3, 2, 1. Shake the legs out. We've only got 10 seconds of rest, so we work for 50. 10 seconds of rest this time. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So make sure you're up on the back toes. Come side on again. So you're tracking that second toe. Stance is nice and wide. Sort of just past that 90-degree angle. Oh, this burns so much now. 30 you were working both legs the whole time, just bringing in it to slightly different parts of the legs. 20. Woo. Focus. 15, we've got this. Don't give in. Last 10, come on. Stay with it. 5. And rest. Okay, chair get up. So the leg that's on the floor is the one that comes up onto the chair. So I'm move mine closer to the wall. Off we go. So drive the knee up. You can get rid of the knee drive. You can just tap it. Or remember, we can just come to this position. So I'm not too worried if your front foot, just like mine, your knee is extending over your toes. That's absolutely fine for this one. Use your arms to help you. But always, if you want to, add some weights into this to make it harder. Whew. Make sure the knee is grazing the floor before you come back up, that you're controlled, you're not just dumping your knee into the floor. 5. And rest. Okay, walk over. Remember, it's a super quick rest. 3, 2, 1. Up we go. Ooh. Actually worked the whole time on this leg now. When I did a demo, I got confused as to which leg I was on. And Bailey again is having a wiggle. Keep it going, 30 seconds. Heart rate should be up. Working the whole of the leg. So these ends where to use and 10. Woo. Rest. So figure 4. Remember your chair's there to help you. So come to that 4 position and then lean out and pulse. Hands come to the waistline, and you're moving at that top range of movement. Oh, it is hard to balance, talk, time. Keep it going. Your glute should be, I don't know quite how to describe it. It's sort of like a cramping, but not actually cramping. Woo! Use my chair now. 15 seconds. If you're still balancing, you have bested us. We're both holding on to something. 5, 3, 2, 1. Other side. So bring it into the waist, outside of the glute. Set yourself up. 2, 1. Now, so my foot is flexed. Really important. Front leg straight but not locked. So whenever I say that, people are like, but your knee is bent. That's because I'm not locking it. But there's a difference. I'm not here. Good. Make sure your knee is far enough kind of towards your body that you're actually feeling this. Toes are flexed. It's one of those that looks slightly different on everybody. But when you can feel it, you can definitely feel it. 15 seconds. 10, come on. Woo. 5. We've managed to balance somehow. And rest. Okay, have a drink. So upper body. Can I do the same format? Doing 5 exercises this time. 1 minute. First round, you get slightly more rest to legs. You can move your chair to one side now. First round, you get slightly more rest. Gives me some time to describe and demonstrate. And then we go again. Hello. giving me a good lick. So press up to ankle tap is first. Now, if you're working on that strength and you you're working on that strength and you can't do a press up on your knee, on your toes yet, no problem. You go press up, then come up, go down facing dog. If your dog lets go of your top, and then you tap your ankle. Then you do the same thing. And then you tap your ankle. Okay, we are going in 5 seconds. I'm going to tuck my top in. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So I'm going to start on my knees. Tap ankle, back to your knees. Make sure your chest is getting nice and low before you tap your ankles. I'm going to give him a toy. What's this? What's this? Good boy. Same thing if you're on your toes, you come down, tap your ankle, you come down, and you tap your ankle. I'm going to do it on my knees because of Bailey. It's like a nice excuse to be on my knees. Make sure chest is coming down. We're working here, chest and shoulders. 5 seconds. He's going to love this next one. Rest. Okay, we're going to come to our side. Yeah, yep. We're coming to your side. You're just sort of half laying on this arm that yours coming down to. Make sure you're in a nice straight line. Hand in line with the chest, elbow in. We're pushing away, pushing ourselves up. So pushing away, pushing ourselves up. Elbow is in. There's no space between my body and my arm. You're coming all the way up to the top. Now, if this is kind of a bit strange with this arm, you could try bringing it out in front of you. Only problem is you'll probably be starting to use that shoulder. So elbow is in, hand is in line with the chest, put thumb to armpit. 10 seconds. 4, 5. We're doing this on the other side. And change. So swivel yourself around. So hand underneath you. So hand into the chest. Off we go. Ooh. So remember, elbow into the body. Arm is sucked into the body. There is no space. If you want a bit more, don't come all the way down. So working on tricep. Make sure your body is in a nice long straight line. Oh, Bailey, this burns. How are you doing that? No words, just sort of puffing and panting. Come on. We're nearly there. And rest. Okay, we're doing 2 shoulder taps and then going into a commando press up. So I'm going to show you on my knees, but you can be on your toes. So 1, 2, then just like in yesterday's video, commando press up, down, down, up, up. The last hand to come up is the one that starts your shoulder taps. Off we go. Tap, tap, then come down, down, up, up. Good. Remember, you can be on your knees or on your toes, or come side on. As you can tell, Bailey absolutely rules the roost at the moment. Where he wants to be, that's where he is. Make sure that you're alternating. 3, 2, 1. Okay, last one. Tricep dips. So fingertips towards your toes. You lift your bum up and a little bit away from you. That's your starting position. So extend one leg out. We're going down, kick up, down, up. Now, if that's too much, just put both down. So down, up, down, up. We're changing legs halfway. So make sure you're doing your kick. If you want to change up which way that is, no worries. Okay, chain legs. Oh, it's a little bit better when you go down and kick up. Just feels a bit more natural. 10 seconds, make sure your shoulders are pushed back. Squeeze between your shoulder blades. 3. And rest. Okay, we've got a minute's rest. Whew. Have a little break, have a drink. How are we doing, guys? Dan's having a bit of a shock to the system. He's been on a pure strength cycle, so it's been absolutely no cardio. We make jokes that if he has to run for a tiny bit of time, it's like too much cardio. It's a real shame because most of you get to see Zand and he's really irritating because he's so good. He normally like sets the bar in classes. Right now, he is a mess. So I wish I could share that with you guys, but what a shame. So press up to ankle tap is first. So we know these exercises now, so there's bigger working time, less rest. I'm going to try things this way. He lets me. So press up to ankle tap. 15 seconds. 10. 5. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So make sure you're tapping to the outside of your ankle. If that is too much for you, knee, thigh is fine. Remember, you could do this on your knees, come up on your toes for your tap, or you can stay down, tap to the outside. Same thing that we talked about yesterday with that press up position. If you're on your knees, the more you push your hips down, the harder that is. You can always come to that box position and build up the strength. But we will get there. I promise you that with your press ups, you'll be doing a harder version, whatever that is for you, by the end of this. 10 seconds. My hands are sweaty and it's hard to stay in place. Okay, single arm push. So, flop onto your side, nice straight line, hand, bring it in, thumb in line with the armpit, elbow sucked in, feet flexed, off we go. Come all the way up. Now if you want more, don't come all the way down. Ooh. I'm just watching Zand do a nice flop. Good. All right, baby's coming to help you. Oh, 20 seconds. I'm trying not to come all the way down, but it's so hard right now. 15. Ooh. Come on, plus 10. Serious pain on my face. 3, 2, 1. Other side. You're very gracefully move over. Watch videos of other people and they look so graceful and mermaid-like. I feel like I'm sort of flopping around. Okay, off we go. Hand into armpit. Nice straight line. Elbow sucked in. Ooh. Feet are on the floor. Oh my. I thought this isn't too bad in the first round. I remember this move being a lot more painful. Really comes into its own the second time. Keep this going. Oh, come on, don't quit. We're nearly there. Oh, few more. Keep it going. Rest. Okay, 2 shoulder tap, commando press up. So I noticed in the whole daily distraction, I wasn't alternating my commando press up. So if you've done that too, make sure that you're doing the other arm first. Nice straight position. Rather than stopping now, if your arms are tired, come down to your knees, closer your knees are to you. the less weight that's going through your upper body. So whatever you need to do to keep going, that is the whole aim. I always say this, don't stop, just adapt. That is how we get stronger. Make sure elbows are coming down underneath the shoulders. Also got core strength here. Trying to keep our hips nice and still. Hello. 3, 2, 1. Hand rest. Dip and kick. Coming up. What's this? Just. Okay. Get yourself ready to go. Fingertips, toes. Bum up. Bum a little bit closer. We go. Extend one leg. Dip down, kick up. Go that way. Okay, now I'm not put my bum down because of failing, so I'm just moving my leg. There we go. Okay, change sides. Make sure you're in the right position. I know it's been a good bit of tricep work today. Woo! Stop it! What is this? What is this? 5. Rest. Good long rest. 1 minute. Right, we're working into metabolic conditioning. Like I say that like we haven't been doing anything conditioning-wise, but we are. We're sort of less structured today in this, but I'm going to work us through a couple of exercises. And then when you know what you're doing, I'll just keep moving in between them. So we work for a full minute, 30 seconds rest. So there's no rep count. We're just working to time. So we're starting first in a squat position. When we punch to the side, we're coming down with that leg. So we're going to be nice and quick, twisting in. So I'll just tell us as we're changing sides, 20 seconds. Then we've got some uppercuts. Some standing crunches, where we're moving really quick. Knee to opposite elbow, and I'll give us the rest as we go. Hello, you. So, squat and side punch. Off we go. So we're twisting, really punching nice and strong. Doesn't matter which way you're going. Closer your knee goes to the floor, the harder that is. Other side. Okay, uppercut. 1 foot forward, back arm. Off we go, nice and quick. Change sides. Standing crunch, squat position. Knee, one side. So keep it going. Other side. We're here for 15. Okay, alternate now. And rest. So 30 seconds rest. We have mountain climbers. So you can either step in or run in. Shoulder taps, which we have already done. And then wall slams. You can add in chest to floor if you like for that, sort of a burpee version. So mountain climbers are first. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Remember, you can step in. You always go across if you're stepping for a bit more. Or we're running shoulder taps. Some of these can be on your knees. Hips are still, the wider your feet are, the easier that is. And then ball slams. So you can come up, slam your ball down, slam your ball down. That's 1 more. We'll come down, out, chest to dog or floor, up, slam that ball. So whatever you're doing, we're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. squat, side punch. We're alternating now. Make sure you're really twisting. And rest. So they are all of our exercises. We'll work our way through them. I'm going to mix and match. Just listen to me and go. Make sure that you've got some music on. Baby's having a mad one. Okay, 10 seconds. Heart rate should start to come down. You can always give yourself more rest if you need. 3, 2, 1. We're going with uppercuts. So one side really coming down to up. Change. Standing crunch, fingertips to temples, squat, knee. One side. Other side. Come down from mountain climber. Shoulder taps. Mountain climber. No. Shoulder taps. And rest. Ooh. If you're needing water now, just sip it. We're going in with tall slams. Remember, you can take that hop back chest to floor. I'll be demonstrating that. Feet nice and wide. Whatever you want to imagine you're throwing. Off we go. So throw it down. Jump back. Chest to floor. Jump up. Slam the ball. So just make sure if you're doing that, you're not just collapsing. Okay. Squat, twisting, crunch. So punch, sorry. One side. Swap. Alternate. We're here for 10. Rest. So I'm giving you optional extra rest. So either join me after our 30 seconds, or I'll tell you when you're coming in. Ooh, my heart rate is definitely up. Oh, I'm not sure my watch is right, because otherwise I'd be in 181 apparently. Definitely not right. We go. Uppercuts. Baby is joining us. Getting his conditioning in. He's been on a really long walk this morning. So he decided, I thought, oh, he's going to sleep through this. Oh no. Come on. Standing crunch. One side. So squat too much for you. I'm just going to twist. Oh yeah, you squeak away, baby. Other side. Mountain climbers now. 10 seconds. Come on. The whole time. As quick as you can go. Whether you're stepping or running. Oh, I didn't give you the optional extra rest. I will this time. Oh, oh, is that? Good. I keep trying to tip this bottle. It's got a straw in it. It's not going to work. Okay, shoulder taps coming up. So if you're with me, 3, 2, 1. Otherwise, you'll come in, you'll be doing full slams. Try and keep your hips still, or drop your knees. Oh, so in yesterday's video, the camera shouldn't have me shook. It was him running into it. Off we go, grab full slam. Everyone join. Full slam. Chest to floor is the option. Oh. I'm sorry, baby. No, you can have it. You can have it. I can't break his heart like that. Oh dear. Okay, 15 seconds. We're here for that whole time. Keep that intensity. I'm going to finish off with just the slam. 5. And rest. His eyes not touching his bone. That noise. That's heart rate. Okay, guys. 15 seconds. What's this one? That one squeaks left. Yeah. 10 seconds. Doing that punch. 3, 2, 1. We're going straight away for the alternate. So make sure the form is good. No, go straight back to the squeaky bone. We made a mistake of not getting rid of it. Keep it going. And now I'm just going to move in and out of different ones. We're not going in order. Standing crunch. Remember, you don't need to squat. That's too much now. Alternating. Full slams. Uppercuts. Nice and strong. Make sure you're going down to up, so it's like you're punching somewhere in the chin, change size. Rest. 3 to go. So remember, take breaks when you need them. Other option, just take it down a notch. We're going in with mountain climbers in 15. Need that extra rest? Join us when you're ready. 5, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Shoulder taps. Mountain climbers. Shoulder taps. Mountain climbers. Shoulder taps. Mountain climbers. Up you come, standing crunch. We're alternating. Make sure fingertips are still to temples. Squat, punch to the side. One side. Switch. Alternate for the last 10. Make sure we're twisting. And rest. Oh, 2 to go. Option for longer rest I'll give you. We're going to go in at shoulder taps in 10. So if you get out of turn with us, just join us when you're ready. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. As fast as you can go, keeping your hips still. Then full slams. So you could be here or right in your chest to floor. Okay, come join us. You're having that extra rest. I'm going to do 2 pull slams, chest to floor. Ben's had to do things with Bailey. Like, been holding Bailey for his lunch. 6 kilograms of extra work. Yay! We're doing our crunches. So we're alternating. Oh, squat, knee. We're going to stay here for 12. Five, come on. Don't stop. Rest. Okay, everyone. We're going to work for this whole minute. I don't mind if you do a little bit, have a quick rest, do a little bit, have a bit quick rest. We're all going for 30. Last one. Then we're in our finisher. 10 seconds. We're going in with mountain climbers. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Remember to land softly if you're running, hands underneath the shoulders, otherwise you're stepping in. Okay, bull slam. Mountain climbers. Bull slam. Okay, uppercuts to finish. We're going 15 one side. Nice and strong, nice and quick. Really get that pop from down to up. Change. Come on. Shoulders, core. We are strong, we've got this. 5. And rest. Good. Couple of minutes rest now. So I don't want you to just stop moving. So you can see I'm sort of pacing. Let my heart rate come down. Now, if you have just joined us for the finisher, that is now. We are doing core. It's 10 exercises. We go from one to the next. Really quick break in between. Now, just like yesterday, this is really form focused. So for some of you that have been with me for a long time, you might feel like I'm repeating myself, but it's really important that we're upping the quality of our ab workout. So even if you've been with me a while, listen in, see if there's something you can hone, something that you can get better at that you're not currently doing. So I'm going to be demoing through the different exercises in intensity. You know what you're doing, you can go straight in with the hardest one. So it's just over a 10-minute finisher. Come down to the mat if you're not already here. Crunches is first. So really important. Belly button to spine. It's almost like you're trying to lift your bum up off the floor the whole time. That is the position you want. It's the pelvic tilt. Now knees can be up, otherwise you're starting in with me. Interlace your fingers, leave your thumbs out. We're crunching up, down. Crunch is happening in your abs, not in your neck. Oh dear. Good. Now if you want a little bit more, you can bring your knees in. Now bring them in line with your belly button. Shins almost parallel to the ceiling. Breathing in as you come down, out as you come up. Now, if this is still not lighting enough of a fire, bring your knees more in line with your hip points. So make sure the lower back is flat on the mat. Every time you're up, it's like you're trying to lift your bum up off the mat. There's no crunch in your neck. It's all happening in your abdominal wall. 3. Okay, and rest. We're going for toe taps. Bailey, go to Suzanne. So, hands, head on the floor. Tap your toes out. Come in. Think about the same teaching points, lower back on the mat. bum. It's almost trying to lift itself up. The further you tap away, the more you're going to feel that. Next stage is head, neck, and shoulders are up. You can use your neck hammock again, like we did before. So engaging the abdominal wall here. Upper abs, lower abs. You pick your intensity, but the most important thing is back is down. If it is not down, you are not working your abs. 10 seconds. Your head, neck, and shoulders are up. Try and keep your face relaxed. Easier said than done. Okay, leg lowers. So we're starting out, creating that triangle. It's going to go underneath your tailbone. Lower back again is down. Legs are up. We're going to go one leg down, then up. Head is down to level 1. Level 2, bring the head, neck, and shoulders up. Level 3, remove the hands from underneath your bum. Level 4, interlace your fingers, bring them behind the back of your neck. Up and down. Now, I see so many people doing that. They cannot keep their back down. If that is you, come back to this one. So leg lowers with your head, neck, and shoulders up. Same teaching points. It's almost like you're trying to lift your bum up. If your neck and shoulders are up, make sure your shoulders are actually off the mat. And bring your feet down. So now we're coming to tap the outside of the feet. You're sliding laterally. So my back is not coming up off the mat, it's just my shoulders. Looking up, tapping out. The further you reach, the more you're going to feel that. There's compression happening through the transverse abdominals, through the obliques. Keep breathing. Keep reaching. Like I said, take breaks when you need to. Face is relaxed. A lot of people come to me and they say, when I do ab work, my neck really hurts. Because you're tensing in your neck. The work happens here. Not bring your head down, and we're just gonna tap, bring your head to center, tap, bring your head down and center. So taking those rests. Okay, next one. Bring the soles of the feet together, knees wide, pelvis. Now you're really tucking your pelvis under. Bum is lifting up off the mat, almost. There's like a centimeter's gap, pulsing between the legs. So hands reaching between the legs. We're pulsing, upper abdominals here. Now the breath is, you might feel ridiculous, but that breath is contracting your abs even more. Keep it going. You can always come down, reach up, come down, reach up. You should feel the upper half of your abs here. You're pinching in the hip creases. Bring your feet further away from you. 10 seconds. We've got this. 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay, side plank. You're going to bring your elbow underneath your shoulder. We're going to start one knee down, up on the toes, hips are up. You're going to reach under, come up. That's level 1. Level 2, extend the bottom foot out, come up into your little kickstand, reach under. Most important thing, hips are up. If you want that full challenge, you're coming all the way up, in. Hips will start to drop here. Try and keep them up. The more you reach under, the more you're going to feel it. So level 1, bottom knee down, reaching up, under. 2, extend the bottom foot up on the toes. I call this the kickstand. Level 3, nice tall body, not dipping down through the hips or the neck. Rest. So change to the other side. You know your options here. So off you go. I will go through them again. Important points here. The forearm is down, the hand is down, elbow and shoulder are underneath each other. And then for those finer points, there is a nice long line from your crown of your head to your feet. And you're not ducking down in the head. The head is strong. And the further you reach back, the more you're going to feel it, keeping your hips still facing forward. Hello. Keep that going. We've got 10 seconds. You've only got 2 more after this. And rest. Okay, we are coming now to hip dips. We did these in the warm-up, but we're coming onto our forearms. So forearms down, parallel to each other. Start on your knees, hips down, over to the center, down. Now for more, you're on your toes. Down, center, down. Make sure you're coming up into center, taking that pause in plank before you go down. If this is just like, what in the world? Come up into tall plank, down, in, or on your knees. You're like, Hannah, I've got no clue what you're doing. How the hell do I do this? That's what you're doing. Okay, 10 seconds. Obliques here. Some of those cheesy Pilates videos, it's called a waist whittler. Okay, last one. Plank position. So, forearm plank. Maybe. You can start on your knees and start walking them back. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Forearms stay parallel to each other. No, we're coming up onto our toes, heels push back. You're here, you're going to rock forward and back. Forward and back. So remember your options on your knees. The closer your knees are, just like a press up, the less weight through your upper body, through your abs. Tummy is tight, belly button to spine is what I mean by that. You rock forward and back here. Keep this going. I know this burns. Doesn't happen as a doggy. Come on. We are so close now. This is it. This is the last bit of work. He's got my ponytail. And rest. Good job, guys. Take a rest. Good boy. That's it. Calm down now. Take a rest. Take a drink. Right, we're going to stretch it out. So you're going to come straight away to lie on your belly. Hands are going to come in line with the chest. And you're going to lift yourself up. Arms are straight here. If you need to, you can move your hands closer to you. Just try and keep that pushing down in your hips. Look to your left. Center, over to your right. Okay, we're now going to take child's pose, but extended position. So toes together, knees wide, bum back towards the heels, and you're going to reach out. So reach out through the hands first, looking forward, then forehead to mat. You might have a gentle rock side to side here if that feels good. Okay. Ooh. And then come through. I'm going to come to my side, doing a quad stretch. You might find that this is better stood up. And come to my side, knee in line with the other knee, push the hips forward. You can also do this on your tummy. Stood up. Wherever you feel it the most. So I always say this, but have a little play to see where this is most beneficial to you. We're going to have a little switcheroo and do the other side. Really good job today, guys. If that was your first full hour's class with me, well done. It is hard. I'd love to say it gets easier, but it doesn't. The fitter you get, the more you can push yourself. But that sense of achievement is why we keep going, right? Okay, glute stretch. So you're going to come to your back, cross one leg over the top, so sort of that 4 shape. Hands go through the gap. Lift up, interlace the fingers behind the thigh. Use your elbow to push away. So I'm squeezing my hands in, elbows pushing out, head can be down or nose up towards that ankle. So we're active in that position. So you're gonna feel it in the outside of the hip, through the glute. And then change. Feel free to do a few more stretches after this. Through the gap. Active, so elbows pushing away, hands are squeezing in. And relax. So super good job today, guys. And I will see you tomorrow for day 4. Oh, I've left a nice Please Fitness print in my mat because my back is so sweaty. So really good work. I will see you tomorrow. Remember to go and get outside and get a walk in if you haven't done so already. Enjoy the rest of your day or evening if you're doing this later.